Okay, just gonna jump right into it. As you can tell from the title, this is going to be the staff and sword of Elysium from Arknights. Um, I was asked by a friend to 3D model and 3D print, or just make this for him. But he also recently got a 3D printer, so it's just going to be a 3D modeling video and pretty much explanation of the assembly. So for this video, I'm just gonna pretty much just go over all the parts of the 3D model for him and anyone else who wants to buy the 3D model and then attempt to print it themselves. They can use this video as a guide because a lot of times, a lot of people create amazing works, amazing 3D models of props, but the assembly is just, there is no guide. There's nothing. So this will be a good source. Anyone can reference this, go through it step by step as they print it, as they glue it all together, and yeah. But anyway, this took a while to 3D model. I'm not going to go into too much details on my methods because I just want to keep this video as brief as possible. And yeah, so we're going to go with the staff first. As you can tell, this thing's fairly sizable. Sliced it into different chunks. This has all been modeled and sliced apart in order to fit into a standard, what is it, like 220 millimeter square size bed. Height being kind of variable, but anyway, you guys can just slice it up even more if you have to. I will also post the full model just in case. You guys can just check it out in Cults 3D in the description below. 2-minute mark, I'm going to go ahead and start. All right, so right here is the staff top. Let me just do this. This is the top section of the staff. Very easy to 3D print. Anything that's difficult, I'm just going to explain further. These are the top antennas. They are separate. Top antenna 2, antenna 3. Keep that in mind as you print them and then assemble them. Here's the rear amp situated right there. There's going to be a rear amp bracket. As you can tell, it's situated like this. That way you can add glue and it'll sit nice and snug. Making our way down. This is the staff top 2. There's going to be a lot of supports that you're going to have to print. This is staff top 3. And on the sides, we have our left panel top and our right panel top. The left and right is in reference to when it is held like this. So you're holding it and you're facing it away from you. Okay, quick interjection. I forgot to mention these two vertical rods. This is vertical rod right. This is vertical rod left. Yeah, just doing this in post because I forgot to mention those. But this is where it's located, in the back of the staff. So yeah, making our way down. Let's see. This is going to be our protractor mount because his design, it has like all these protractor looking ass shit. This is the protractor rod top. It's obviously not symmetrical, but this right here is going to feed through, let me toggle this, feed through this hole of the protractor. It should already be, the tolerances should already be there in order to allow for that. No need to adjust any tolerances. If there's any issues, then I'll fix it a little later once he gets back to me. This is the protractor. It is modeled to have the hole where this rod feeds through and keeps it in place. It is connected to staff top 4. There is also a protractor rod 2 down here that feeds into, or it just goes through another hole of the protractor and into the staff top 4. This is the dish. The dish consists of obviously the dish, and a rod that tolerances should also be good to feed right through the protractor and then into uh, the front panel bottom. I yeah, the front panel bottom, it's separate from staff top 4, but uh, you know, very easy surface areas where you can just glue it and then attach everything together. This is a very difficult print just because of so many overhangs. You're gonna have a lot of supports. I'm not gonna go over the right and left mid and bottom panels. Here's Raytheon, the logo for the company in Arknights that designed this. Yeah, here's staff top 4 again. You're just gonna print it. I would just recommend printing it straight like this. There's gonna be quite a few overhangs. Here is staff top 4 back. Print it however you like, however is more convenient for you. Here is staff top 5. I would recommend printing this flipped upside down. That way you don't have to use up so many supports. As we make our way further down, we're gonna have staff body 1, staff body 2, 3, 4. Let's see, staff body 3 through 4 are all repeats. They should all be the same. So as I post it on Cults 3D, I'll probably just mark it as such, and then you guys can just yeah, I'll probably rename it to just staff body times 3, and then you watching this video, you guys will know to assemble it as such. Here is staff bot 1 or staff bottom 1. As you can see by this model, I have a let me just turn this invisible. I have a hexagonal peg here with the cutout on the one above it. That way you guys can very easily just fit it in. Tolerances should be good. I subtracted like, what was it? I think I subtracted like 0.2 millimeters off of all sides. That's essentially one standard line. It will probably still require some sanding, and afterwards, once my friend gets back to me, I'll definitely adjust it accordingly, because I personally don't like sanding either. So yeah, I'll do a quick adjustment afterwards. And here is staff bottom 2, obviously printed upside down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's gonna be one hectic 3D print. It's a lot of parts, many of them fitting into each other. Gonna require quite a bit of sanding, gonna require quite a bit of painting to get things right. I might make a few adjustments, adding a small part for like LED light for my friend, because this is supposed to it's supposed to resemble a radio tower. And so having a little red blinking or red stationary light just to attach to the top would be pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, that is Elysium's staff. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the sword now. Let me just open. All right, here is Elysium's sword. I may adjust the total length of it, just in case it's a little too short. But, you know, with 3D printed swords, if it's like really thin surface areas, it's going to be a little, what's the word? It's going to be a little flimsy anyway. So, you know, it's a prop, as long as it works. All right, gonna start at the top and then make our way down. Here is the pommel spike. Here is pommel spike 2. Very flat surfaces, so it should be easy to glue together. I recommend using super glue. Here is handle 1. Here is handle 2. It is directly attached to the handle, making your way down. I try to get some flat surfaces as much as possible to make printing a lot easier. Here is handguard. Here's the handguard. Just print it as is right here. Plenty of surface area. Like surface area to adhere to your print bed. Here is the back guard. Here is what I titled the hilt. Here is blade 1, blade 2, and blade 3. Fairly straightforward. This one very easy to print, very easy assembly, no moving parts, nothing that should slot into each other. You know, pretty simple. I would recommend not printing it on its side. Just try to print it like vertically, you know, with everything as vertical as possible, with the best surface area adhering to your print bed. That aside, yeah, pretty straightforward. You know, it's very difficult to model an accurate weapon of certain characters, especially Elysium, when their whole ass body is like body blocking the reference pictures. So I try to get it as close as possible. Might make a few more adjustments later. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if there are any issues with printing or assembly. I know my friend will get back to me, and then I should be able to make some adjustments, and then I'll just have like a pinned comment, my own pinned comment, just to detail any major changes. Small adjustments I won't bother with updating in the comment section, but yeah, if you guys are interested in 3D printing this, you can check it out on Cults 3D. I'll probably just post it for like relatively cheap. Like this did take like several hours to model both the staff and sword, but yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, see you guys later. I really hope I'm getting the proportions right, because I'm looking at these pictures over here, and it's kind of hard to tell what the hell's going on all up in this shit.